What's up, my people?
What's up, guys?
Welcome to Podcast X, Y, and Z, the world's number fun video game podcast. I'm Caleb Pearson.
Andrew.
To my right, Andrew Matthew.
Here I am.
How are you, buddy?
Dude, I'm pretty good. How are you?
I'm good. I realized every episode I want to have a regular intro and lead in,
for
but
sure.
I always say, "How are you, buddy?" to you.
Ooh.
I don't know how I feel about it yet, but I subconsciously.
I didn't
do
even
it.
realize that you said that until you.
I subconsciously do it, and it's twofold. One is I care about you. I want to know how you are.
Thank you.
And the second is like we're buddies.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Are you the type of person that doesn't mind when people call you like chief or buddy or pal?
I always call people, what up, buddy, bro,
what up?
chief,
What up, pal?
fam. Does you get fam a lot?
Yeah, but fam, I feel like fam's different. I'm thinking of like names that older men call like younger boys.
Like
hey, buddy.
Like if somebody called me partner, I'd say,
Be like, I just read it online.
I'd say, do not touch me.
Hey, a partner.
But you said partner and you touched
Seth says, how you doing, slugger? Yeah, slugger.
How you doing, slugger? Yeah, that's
Slugger.
good. Shout out to
We
Seth.
got a busy episode.
Shout out to our viewers in the YouTube chat. Thank you so much for joining us. I can't wait to shout everybody out. For those of you who don't know, we run Media Interactive.
We do.
And we have a homepage, patreon.com/Media Interactive, where you can sub $1 or $3 a month to get all sorts of exclusive perks, including t-shirts.
Good.
We'll talk about that later. I want to go ahead and shout out our patrons: Jonah, Silas, Suzanne, Rosser, Jake, Brendan, Jonathan, Alex, Josh, Ryan, Sam, Zan the Man, Xander, George, Harry, and shout out to Derek Lyons, a YouTube partner, and Roro, okay?
Yeah.
Roro's in the chat, okay? Starting a thing called Thank You Games.
Thank you, games.
And he is the man. He's in the chat. If you're watching now, you can get to know him now in the chat.
Yeah.
If you're hearing this later, join the chat next week.
The best part of starting communities like this is why you do it. And Roro, I watched his intro video to Thank You Games, and he has a really good reason for why he's starting his podcast. I think it's going to be really exciting, good content, a good content creator. I think you guys should definitely sub and look into that because people doing things for why they're doing it, I'm drawn to people that have a really good reason for why
I love it. I
So
absolutely
it's
love
good stuff, man.
Andrew, we got a busy show. Let's jump right into it,
CPZ.
okay? It's time for the campaign, okay? We got 6 story missions I want to go over. But first, I want to preface with a little poll we took on Twitter.
We love the Twitter polls.
Twitter polls are so fun, okay? Over 120 of you voted. Thank you so much. One of you won $10 to the PlayStation Store, which was super sweet. He was actually going to a PodCon something. So he was like, dude, I'm going to check out your podcast and listen to it on my way to this podcast.
PodCon.
And I was like, this is cool. This is like Inception. So
Wow.
we asked this question, Andrew. Which console would you purchase if it came out this year? Retweet and participate in the poll to enter, okay? And out of 120 plus votes, 34%.
Nintendo Switch.
And it's funny, I didn't even put, Nintendo's not in the running for a release, but 34% said Xbox, 33% said PlayStation 5, 29% said they'd wait until 2020,
Yeah.
and 4%, including me, said they'd buy both.
You're wild.
Okay. Tell me that isn't cool though.
No, it's very
Andrew.
cool, very cool. I honestly did not expect at all.
I didn't know
To skew
which way our
magazines.
audience leaned,
Yeah.
but slightly Xbox was exactly what I'd like.
that.
You know what I mean?
I didn't expect that.
Yeah.
I thought more people would sway towards PlayStation.
I did too, and that's just because the world sways PlayStation.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's what's
But
up.
I think
Our viewers are.
Yeah. So that meant a lot to me. I thought that was
That's cool.
great. And it looks like people are leaning towards ready for a new console or excited at the idea of that.
Definitely people are excited.
So, yeah, I thought that was cool. I'm going to do another poll maybe next week, but let's jump right in, Andrew.
Pinto says talking about Anthem today. We will. We'll touch on Anthem. We're gonna get to Anthem.
Of course.
Seth says,
course
"What's
we
the
are.
Twitter at?" I think he's talking about Roro's Twitter at, and I don't know. Do you know?
Wait, what
Roro?
did he say?
He said, "What's the Twitter at for if you want to go look at Roro's content?" I don't know the Twitter.
Okay, Roro, can you put your Twitters into the chat? He has a bunch.
Ours is just M Interactive. If you're asking about ours,
It's M Interactive XYZ, and if you go to our Twitter, you should be able to find his via following.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how
Good
people.
call. But yeah, we'll talk Anthem.
We'll talk. Yeah, we also reached out to people on Twitter to ask us questions. We'll answer those and shout them out as well. But let's get moving.
Let's do
Okay,
it.
story mission number 1. The Last of Us 2 has had enough leaks for me to basically live as if it's coming out this year.
And how do you feel?
So excited. I'm so elated. Okay? And this is a moment of, we're not journalists, but this is like journalistic integrity, right? Like, I don't want to start saying it's coming out this year.
Yeah.
But I've decided to, and I don't really care.
Yeah. I mean, it's a similar thing with the new consoles coming out. Like we were talking about, like we have no serious concrete evidence for that, but it's still worth just talking about, even if it
Right.
doesn't
No,
happen,
exactly.
and like getting ready for it.
And the reason I say that is because it was a weak point of journalistic integrity that this is now a news story. Because people on Twitter are basically saying, I just saw it behind closed doors. It's closed. It's done. Here it comes. Whatever. And then they backtrack and be like, whoa, whoa, whoa. It might not come out. Blah blah blah. They cover their tracks. But
How long has it been since the first game?
2013.
2013. Okay.
Yep.
That's that's longer than I thought.
And they again. They launched at the end of the PS3, waited a year, remastered it on the PS4.
Yeah.
Greatest game ever. They're going to do the exact same thing. Exact same thing, I think. With PS4 into PS5.
Just because of like the timing of everything?
I do.
And you think they planned that for that way?
I think so. Again, we'll have to see. But I'm very excited for that.
Yeah.
And there have been enough trailers and teasers and footage and time devoted to it.
Seth says the gameplay looks very clean for Last of Us. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
And that gameplay reveal, it's like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen it, but the stealth is so good.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited for that.
Do you think that it is going to hurt it at all not immediately shipping on the new console?
Right. That's a good point. No, I don't.
No? Okay. Just because it's like a good enough story
People that like Last of Us and are already going to get the PlayStation 5 are going to want a day one Last of Us. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
If you are, I don't see a consumer being like, oh man, I know the PlayStation 5 is coming out soon. I'll wait for the remastered. Like everyone is playing again with the Red Dead effect and the culture of people buying these games.
Right.
This is going to be the point at which there are the most PS4s on the planet. 100 million.
Yeah, makes sense.
And so it's let's sell a console. Here's a generation-defining game.
Yeah.
Bam.
Right at the end of the generation.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what they did to the PS3, and the PS3 needed help.
Yeah. The
PS4 is a celebratory thing, and I do think they launch.
Yeah. No, that's true.
People think it's common sense to wait till PS5. I agree, but I don't think common sense is needed. They don't need to save their company or do the smartest thing.
Yeah.
I think they want to do the coolest thing.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
And it's to not go to E3 and then launch it.
I still can't.
Because Xbox, think about it, Andrew. Xbox can devote so much time and effort to E3, and then Naughty Dog and PlayStation can just go click and release Last of Us, and no one even cares.
And everyone will look from E3 and just go, we're gonna start leaving.
That's kind of what I hope happens. But anyway,
we have a side quest from the chat.
All right, yeah, hit me. That's early.
Pinto says side quest. What do you want in a new console? A wish list. Maybe it's just one or two things that we want from a new console. I will say I don't want VR AR. I will say I want a discless console. I will say that. I think that I want full discless. I think save the plastic, whatever, go full digital, and make consoles that can run digital games better, like more space, more focus on Game Pass. Just embrace the digital life. I mean, sorry, GameStop, but just make it all that it's right here, and I can do that. That's what I want.
When the Xbox One was revealed, they revealed all the different components to it next to each other, like a little assortment, a collection.
Yeah.
But you needed all of them. The Kinect, the Power Brick, all this stupid stuff. Whereas iPhones launch, and here are different iterations. Choose your personal preference.
Yeah. Which you're seeing a little bit more of now.
Exactly.
PS4 Pro,
yeah.
PS4.
And now they're basically saying they're not going to wait to iterate those releases. They're going to say, here they are. Yeah. Here's the terabyte, here's the terabyte, here's the slimmies, whatever. I would like to see at least 2 options per console.
Yeah.
And also, like, maybe a cooler color at launch.
Ooh,
I don't know. I know it's white and black, and I would get a white or black. I wouldn't get a color, but...
you want it, but you wouldn't get it?
Yeah. well, what if it's like?
Yeah,
I don't know, like silver or gunmetal or something. But correct answer, Pinto, I want it to be smaller than my 2 hands put together. I want it to be small.
Yeah, no, that's
I'm
good.
so tired of lugging that Xbox VCR around.
Yeah. Roro says digital is the future. Pinto says more FPS. Here's the thing. At this point, yes, FPS, everyone wants a faster game, a prettier game. However, I'm easily satisfied that way. And I'll say that, I'll hesitantly say that because I don't want a broken game. Like, I don't want Fallout 76. That just whatever. But I'm less, at this point, at the Xbox One, maybe, from original Xbox to 360, seeing the new Forza game was like, wow, graphics. Yeah. At this point, I just don't see it wowing me that much in the sense of, I don't need it from a new console. So that's what I'm mad about it. I mean, yes, obviously FPS. And I know... It's just a lot of PC master is kind of PC, keeping up with the PC. For me, it's I'm not super hyped. I mean, I have the only reason that I haven't really pulled the trigger on an X is because that doesn't really please me that much. So when I think about a new console, I don't know. Do you feel different? Are you really about faster games, prettier games?
They're fast enough and pretty enough right now.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's where I'm at.
It needs to continue at that pace.
Right.
Though. So I do want them to be faster and prettier, but I don't want them to prioritize that
Right. Yes.
and then have some stupid gimmick where the menu is broken.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or there's a power brick. If there's still a power brick in 2020, I'm gonna knock somebody's lights out.
Someone gonna get smacked.
Seth makes a good point in the YouTube comments. GameStop can stop ripping us off. Did you know GameStop is being bought by somebody secretive in the next 72 hours?
I didn't know.
Yeah, GameStop is bye-bye.
Whoa.
By next week. By next podcast.
This is big news.
The news will be,
Oh, wow.
and it's preemptive news. That's why I didn't put it in the campaign missions. But
I didn't know that.
yeah, it's big time. And people are saying, what do they do? They buy GameStop. What do they? First of all, who is it? Who's buying GameStop? Who cares? Some conglomerate. Who knows? What are they going to do with it? And I think digital. It's got to be digital. Digital something. So we'll see. Let's move on. This is going to be a long podcast, but I love it. I love it, Andrew. Story mission number 2, and this is all you, brother. Okay. Why don't you read it? Oh, do you not have it up?
Say it for me.
So that's the thing.
Yeah.
Our dynamic as co-hosts. Are you okay with me introducing these?
I usually
do you feel like I talk too much?
No. Because I handle the chat a lot, and you handle this stuff.
Oh, that's right.
But we also do vice versa. Like
That's
you just
right.
said the chat thing. Sometimes I'll just read something.
That's right. That's true.
We just do a lot of giving. We know our roles, you know.
That's good. All right. So shut up so I can say this.
Exactly. Yeah. Seth says the longer the better. I know you
The
want
longer the
long
better.
podcast.
Welcome to the extended edition,
Yeah,
behind the
oh my
scenes and
gosh.
everything.
Alright, yeah,
Story mission number 2, Andrew. Kingdom Hearts 3 epilogue to be patched and released post-launch.
So let me take this away.
Explain
folks.
to me what that means.
So actually, just right off the bat, I just pre-ordered Kingdom Hearts 3. Really hyped about it. I haven't played another one to completion. I've spent the last week of my life watching YouTube videos explaining the story. Basically, what I'm saying is I am right on the hype train, Caleb. I am
That's
far on the
That's
hype
fine.
train. If you love Kingdom Hearts, if you hate it, let me know in the comments. Like Caleb hates it.
No,
Yes.
I'm on the hype train. I'm just in the caboose.
Okay, yeah, I feel you. Okay, so here's what's interesting. Because it's been so long, you know the story's so convoluted. If you're familiar with Kingdom Hearts, if you're not, it's a kind of a weird story. And a lot of the games they started off on console, then they went to DS, and so a lot of people didn't get the story. One game came out on the browser, so people who are trying to follow the story, it's difficult. So now a lot of like emphasis is on the story right now. A lot of it is what is going to happen in this game, and a lot of people are just so hyped. And leaks changed everything with music, with movies, TV shows. Like, what if the ending of Game of Thrones came out right now? And I'm not saying it's to that extent, but leaks are dangerous. So what has happened is enough leaks came out where enough people now know the ending of Kingdom Hearts 3, which is just sad. Mm-hmm. So they have chosen to take out the epilogue of their game right now. They've removed it. So if you wanted to leak the full game, you wouldn't get the epilogue, and they're going to put it in the day after. So I guess what I want to talk to you about is that's crazy, but I'm just saying, like, what do you do as a developer in that situation? You have a game, like let's say Red Dead. Red Dead is hyped up, we love the ending, it was crazy, we didn't, fully understand it, no spoilers, but it was crazy. What if that came out day 1 and then they chose, what would you do? Do you pull it? Do you just keep it and say ride it out? Like, that's crazy, like leaks are crazy.
And it's so funny because I can't speak to your passion for Kingdom Hearts 3, but I can speak to your passion on the idea of I don't look up news about a game I'm excited for because I'm terrified.
Yeah, right. Correct.
Mortified.
Correct.
Red Dead, I wanted to finish it because it was long and intense and I loved it, but I was also like, I need to finish before the world finishes.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, definitely.
And it's so interesting, and they're so close to launching at a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A
lot of build up, a lot of hype. So I hate to see them. You never want to see a developer take a step back.
Right.
But it is a blessing in disguise that they are preemptively taking a step back. I think that's fine. I think this is a close call, and they have ultimately saved it.
Yeah.
And I respect them for doing that.
Yeah, and I think it's different than shipping a not finished game.
Exactly.
It's not like they didn't think of an epilogue.
Yeah, no, that's a great point.
It's just like they had the game, and people just suck.
Yeah.
Like, well, just wait 3 more weeks, and I get it. Like, hype train, it's been a while,
Right.
people, but it's just like, to hear. And so another thing was, like, people were saying, and I don't know who these people are, but some people were saying they don't have internet.
No friends of ours. Oh, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about the people
No.
posting spoilers.
I was seeing people commenting on it. They said they had no internet, so how would they get the epilogue?
Oh, yeah.
But that's a small percentage of people, but that's sad.
No, yeah.
And so that's what I'm thinking. As a developer,
Yeah.
you're missing a very small, but a small percentage of people that might not ever see your epilogue.
Right.
Unless you YouTube it, or you have to go to it's just like,
it is weird.
not shipping a final product is not shipping a final product. And we said, like, I think it's smart. I'm with you. I think it's smart, but at the end of the day,
it's
not a final product.
No. Yeah.
GameStop copies will not be
nothing,
finished.
and nothing is a final product
Yeah,
anymore.
no, I mean, that's
it's just
true.
the world we live in. It's so weird.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's no. And explain to me why Rockstar is so good behind closed doors.
Yeah.
And Bethesda is good behind closed doors.
Yeah.
No one else is.
Yeah.
It's like it's brutal out
It
there.
is really brutal.
I
also don't know how a company as big as Rockstar does that.
Yeah.
But they somehow manage it. Roro says, I'm excited for Kingdom Hearts 3. I have no clue what's going on the slightest. I've only played Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 and Breath by Sleep. That's actually a lot more than a lot of people. So you are actually tracking.
You're sitting pretty, dude.
Yeah,
you're sitting in a
good.
good spot.
I will let you know all the other details you missed out on. AKA, I've been watching all the YouTube videos, so I need someone to talk to. Someone to talk to you later about that. Let's keep rolling.
Moving along the campaign, Andrew. Story mission number 3. Rocket League becomes the second game ever for cross-platform play.
It doesn't matter time.
I love the world we're living in, Andrew.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Okay?
Mhm.
I understand that Fortnite is humongous. I get that. But Rocket League, and I'm just going to say this, Rocket League is bigger than Fortnite is. It's older. It's wiser. And I love it.
I mean, I'm with you.
Okay?
I'm with you.
So,
I'm not going to fight you on that.
but I mean, what do you think about that?
Yeah, no, it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome because they immediately said you will be able to start a party with anyone you want.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And that game is so much fun.
Oh,
and
man.
I love that it and Fortnite have pioneered this thing where Sony is finally walking into that dark closet and flipping the switch.
Sony.
You know what I mean?
Pinto says PS4 and Xbox, yes.
Yes, everything. Switch,
Everything.
PC, whatever,
Yes.
everything. You can do it. It's out. It's do it.
Yeah.
Rocket League. So I don't know. It's interesting. Fortnite was an Epic Games username thing.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know how to. I haven't tried it.
They literally just said you can start a party with anyone. So that makes me think.
But how do you invite them?
I don't
You know
know.
what I mean?
It's
weird.
Yeah, it is weird.
It's very weird.
I don't know, man.
There's got to be a Rocket League infrastructure.
Yeah,
I'm assuming it's out there.
it's gonna be out there.
But this is a slow bleed, Andrew. These next, oh my gosh. I mean, I just think about the big 3 at the award show, all the execs right there.
Right.
These new platforms are going to launch cross-platform.
Mhm.
I think so.
I don't think so.
You don't?
I don't think so.
You're so right. I'm so upset.
No, but we should have said that as, or I should have said that as what I want.
Well, and as I said it, I was trying to convince myself, and I failed.
It's not
okay. I know.
It's not enough.
Let
But
me
however,
dream,
no,
Andrew.
that's what I'm saying. It's something that I want more than anything.
Yeah.
Yes, console competition breeds really great games.
Yeah.
However, in this instance, saying you can't like that to me is stupid. Just like you said, go into the closet, turn on the light, and get over with. Like, just do it. Why are you just? I don't know. What's the next crossplay you want to see? Actually, hold on.
Oh, I
this
love
one.
that.
I think being secretive about products is what makes it better. The fact that Last of Us 2 is very quiet builds a suspense, and that's a great marketing move.
I like
it
that.
Sucks though when there are leaks. Seth says. I agree. I mean, it just sucks.
And Seth, just to speak to that real quickly, I think they've been holding on to it secretly for too long.
Yeah.
It's starting to slowly leak.
Yeah.
Just own it and release it. Anyway,
Yeah,
go ahead.
so Pinto says, "What's the next crossplay you want?"
I like that a lot. That's a good side quest.
Oh, no.
I got no clue, man. Because I want to say Call of Duty, but are you kidding me?
Oh yeah, no.
That's a tall order, though, right? Battlefield. Ooh, that's interesting. Because if Battlefield and Call of Duty, whoever goes to it first is gonna be smiling.
No, but just imagine these huge scale games in Battlefield. One side's Xbox.
Okay, well,
one side's
I
PlayStation.
have my answer.
Okay.
I have my answer. It's not Call of Duty. It's not Battlefield. It's Destiny.
Whoa, Roro just said that as you said that.
Bro. Okay, I need to name a segment after him. I love him so much. Destiny. Okay, and that's, I don't know if you can notice the title of the show, but we'll get to it. The last and final story mission of the night. Once we get to it, a billion hours from now, it's gonna be Destiny, Andrew. I think so. That social aspect of that game and the scope of it, and the news about Bungie. Okay.
If we can get Anthem to launch day one crossplay.
If Anthem launches cross-platform play, I will get a tattoo of Anthem on my shoulder blade.
You can know when Caleb gets super.
Is this
excited.
really happening?
Oh.
Is this really happening?
Interrupt the stream.
Yes, I did not think this was gonna happen.
We have desserts.
Sarah Matthew.
Live break.
What is this? You can just you can
They're
talk.
Oreo truffles.
Oreo truffles. What's just icing and stuff?
Just white chocolate.
Oh my gosh! Thank you so
on-
much. I don't know if you can see. I don't want to spill them.
Yeah, they got it.
You're welcome.
That's awesome. Thank you
We
so
got
much.
They're on the
You are
podcast.
the best.
Shouts out to Sarah Matthew.
Shout out to Sarah Matthew.
Seth says no Sarah.
Go Hokies. That's so awesome.
Yeah, we
what
got
were we
Oreo
saying?
truffles in the
I'm all
Anthem. I said,
Oreo truffle
you know
up.
when Caleb gets excited for something, when he says something and then he stops and he's like, you know what? And so yes,
That's true.
I'm with you. Anthem, cross-platform. I'll get a tattoo with you. I mean, that'd be crazy.
Oh, I forgot to put that. I'm sorry. I gotta add a story mission. We gotta talk about Anthem.
Another story quest
Okay.
added.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Let's jump right into it.
Yeah,
then.
so
Did you
Anthem.
watch more Anthem gameplay?
Oh, I've been doing it nonstop.
I love it because the new gameplay from the IGN first is free roam, dude. They're just flying around.
Yeah. I'm gonna eat an orange apple.
Okay. So can you? I'll talk long enough for you to eat one, and then can we switch?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then you can just nod and mumble and agree with me. The adventure play and the free roaming around with the boss spawning and the team coordination stuff, I got to get a better idea of the loadout. I got to get a better idea of the specials, using LB, RB, and recharging them and LTRT. Like, it reminded me just of Destiny's Cosmodrome and that open world. You know, you're driving around doing whatever, but you're flying, okay? Because Destiny was slow if you didn't have your your Sparrow.
Your
okay?
Uzi, what's it?
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Sorry. Close your ears. Warlock, close your
Yeah.
ears. But yeah, even your Sparrow was so weak, and the Destiny is so big, and then you're just the boost in the Sparrow still felt slow.
Yeah.
These Iron Man blurring mechanics when you're flying in Anthem, I'm
Yeah.
so excited for it.
Yeah, your truffle time.
Okay,
I'm gonna
thank
answer
you.
some things in the chat. Pinto says, I heard they don't have PvP. That seems iffy. I think that's definitely iffy.
We'll talk about it.
I think that they add it later. I think they added in later. They're like, shoot, we messed up, or they're like, we've been playing this the whole time. Then Seth says, I don't know. The gameplay seems meh to me. So I'm with you in the sense of like, they did some of the fort gameplay where they just went to the home bases. I literally just forgot. What is the tower, right? And the Destiny?
I'll quit.
The tower. They showed basically the hub where you meet people, and it looked meh. So where I'm at with all of this is, I think where this game shines best is what you were just saying. Is you are just walking out of the fort and you just get to do whatever you want with your bros. And it says that it's open world. Like what we were worried about last time won't happen.
Yeah, no, I felt a lot better.
They said it's exactly like Destiny, where if you do a quest, you have to go in a straight line. However, you can do an exploration mode where you literally just can go wherever you want. However, Destiny's exploration mode wasn't that interesting, so I hope they make it better. If that makes sense. I was never incentivized to just explore in Destiny. I just wanted to do quests.
No, yeah, it was a grind. It's a linear grind. I still think it is, and it's just whether or not you love that. 2 reasons Anthem does not win Game of the Year, other than the off chance it turns out to be a bad game, which I don't think it will. One is Last of Us 2 will get Game of the Year. 2, there's no PvP. Pinto in the YouTube chat, you nailed it. Okay, there's no PvP, and man, that would be so fun.
It would be so fun.
But as I begin to picture that, it looks like what Crackdown 3 PvP will be.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? Because you're floating and flying around in Crackdown 3, right? It's vertical.
Dude, it looks. If you haven't seen gameplay of their multiplayer,
February 15th, literally a month away on Game Pass. If you have an Xbox, you can play for free in exactly 1 month.
is.
What am I talking about in Crackdown 3?
It's gonna be mayhem. But yeah, I mean, no PvP and
Right.
Anthem is gonna hurt it.
Yeah.
It's gonna hurt it. And I think it's just like, how complete of a game is it gonna be?
And then how complete of a game is it going to be in the fall when people
Right.
start to
Correct.
buy video
Right.
games,
Exactly.
nominate for Game Awards
Right.
again?
Exactly.
People. What was not in the Game Award discussion because it was released late? Was it?
Oh boy,
I
you put
don't
me
know.
on the spot, and now I'm just.
I guess I'm just thinking about Battlefield.
Okay.
Yeah. Or whatever. But basically, if a game launches after October 31st, it's not in consideration for the Game Awards because he's working year round on the Game Award nominations.
We have some chat. We have a troll. We said Seth says you should start a $5 Patreon. You eat Sarah's creation and make some ASMR. We're just gonna whisper for the rest of the episode. Yes, and then Rora says, which javelin classes are you excited for? Interceptor for me. Excuse me, I think the correct term is Speedy Boy. I like the Storm. I don't want to play Storm because I don't want to be in the air the whole time because that scares me because I'm really bad at avoiding damage. However, I think that if I could be really good at it, I would love to be Storm. What about you?
There's Interceptor's the speedy one.
Interceptor, Storm, and I don't know what the big one's called. If someone can know, I don't know.
No, Interceptor, 100%. I love zipping around.
Yeah.
I have always been dealing little damage, dodge, deal little damage, like fly around.
Mhm.
It feels better than the clunky.
Yeah.
I hated Titanfall's Titan gameplay. I
Yeah.
love the regular stuff
Yeah.
where you're zipping and flying around.
Gotcha. And then Pinto says, honestly, I see it turning into the new WoW, minus it being an MMO. Like grindy and last for years if good enough. That's a bold
Okay,
thing.
well, there's potential there for that, but again, that's such a big hill to climb.
I don't think that's possible. I mean, last for years of good enough? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Well,
I honestly think their Destiny was our best bet.
Yeah.
And we can talk about what's going to happen with Bungie about that. We'll get there. However, I think our best bet was not Anthem. It was.
Hey, look at this side quest in the chat. Little throwback to last week's podcast about Seth being iffy about The Witcher 3. I can confidently say I'm really enjoying it now. Very good.
See? You just gotta stick with some games sometimes, and we'll tell you when games are trash and you turn
We'll
off.
tell you. We'll tell you. Whenever I look at Angela like this,
Then you know.
that's when you know.
But most of the time, that was like a psych moment. If you watched Church Psych, that was exactly like psych.
Come on, son.
Come on, son. But yes, I'm glad you stuck with Witcher 3 because
Yeah,
it's a fun
yeah.
game. We're stuck on the DLC and we'll probably never get finished, but it's okay. If you love the DLC for Witcher 3, let us know and we'll play it for you. But if not, it's going to be on the back.
So that morphed into story mission number 4 with Anthem.
Here we go.
Story mission number 5, Andrew. This is from a question from Twitter. Shout out to @4thRobin, one of our followers and listeners on Twitter. Said, what do you think of the rumors about Nintendo bringing back Super Nintendo games on Nintendo Online?
Whoa,
Okay, so this is data mining in Nintendo Online's pre-existing system where they found games like Yoshi's Island, Mario All-Stars, all these older games that, and for context for you,
Yeah.
these were all the Game Boy-ish games,
Okay.
Game Boy Advance games.
Sure.
Yoshi zipping around catching eggs, and
Yeah.
the graphics were better.
Okay.
It went to 64-bit or whatever.
Right.
It got better.
Yeah.
I am so excited about it. I
Yeah.
think they are rumors to believe.
Mhm.
This is a big year for Nintendo. I don't know if it was Reggie or somebody at a Nintendo Direct, which they should be doing very soon, by the way. January Direct should be coming in hot. But somebody basically at Nintendo said, we're focusing on online.
Wow.
Because they launched a $25 a year subscription
Yeah.
with weak sauce games.
Yeah.
But this is cool.
That's crazy. It's funny that you mention this now because Robin Ford just entered the YouTube chat. He says, well, hello there, General Kenobi. He doesn't say that.
We just shouted you out, bro, from your Twitter
he
question.
saw that.
Okay,
He
good,
said,
good.
well,
All
hello
right,
there.
good.
Tell me about your thoughts about that. You
Yeah.
said it was awesome.
Oh, I'm so excited. And again, that was a future-proof purchase of the online stuff. I never use it. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I do couch co-op for my Nintendo
Sure.
games. But the Super Nintendo online games would be so much fun, man. Those old school Yoshi's Island and Mario All-Stars, all that stuff. Oh.
And I think it comes back to our conversation. I don't want to beat this dead horse for much longer, but
Uh-huh.
it comes back to our idea, not our idea, but our feelings towards subscription gaming and Game Pass.
Yes. Yeah.
As much as you
you're
can
right.
bring in older games and just put them on.
You're sitting on them. They're in your closet.
And I know it. So for some of it,
I'm
was
talking
like,
about the developer.
it costs money to hold up the servers. I get that, but if you can just crowdsource everything to Game Pass, or in this case, crowdsource old games to Nintendo Online, you are on a gold mine. You are literally sitting on the most potential. You are bringing past, present, and future into one console, and that's how gaming should be. I love to see Nintendo do it. I would love to see PlayStation do it, and I would love for Xbox to launch the new console with a Game Pass 2.0. Like, I just think that I have been skeptical about subscription services in the past, but I think this is the one where with gaming it only can go up from here.
Dude, I almost wish they would bump Xbox Live Gold price up $10 and then include Game Pass.
Ooh, it's not bad. Not a bad idea.
But what is Xbox Live Gold anymore? It's blurred. They used to get a free game, but now it's like, well, you pay a different monthly subscription.
Yeah, I don't know.
But you can't do online with Game Pass unless you have Gold.
Yeah.
That is eventually going to blur.
Yeah.
And it's either going to blur or it's going to merge. And I hope they can merge it. Because if those developers and those publishers, Microsoft in particular, if they don't purposefully merge Game Pass and Gold, players are just going to be blurred by that and be disoriented, I think.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
overall, I think this is good. The
Yeah,
Nintendo
that's
news.
good. That's
It's
good.
still a rumor because I'm scared they're going to release a stupid thing, a hardware
Don't do it.
classic.
PlayStation
Again,
Classic.
digitize your crap. It's 8-bit, 64-bit games. Just
Do it. Just do it.
digitize it.
We have, honestly, I think the craziest game release in the history of all game releases will be Skate 4. I think that, I mean, I know that's a joke, but
Who said that?
it's sad. But I mean, hey, if there was something that crazy happened around Skate 4,
You know, there's a feedback section on YouTube where you can ask them like improvement ideas. I'd love to get a timeout corner for our chat room.
oh, that's good. Let's keep
Let's move
rolling.
on. All right, let's keep
Skate,
on
because like roll, you like
rolling.
roll when you skate.
Who said skate?
Skate 4 was the
Oh, I think it said escape. Skate 4. Yeah, no, skate 4.
yeah.
Now I'm even more upset that it wasn't escape 4. Story. Don't look at me like that. All right. Drink your water.
No. Okay, I'm gonna do it.
All right. Story mission number 6, Andrew. Do I have to provide some context for this?
Maybe.
Here, how about this? I'll read it and then you will see.
Yeah, no,
we'll
I
see
have
how
no
confident
idea
you
what
are.
that means.
All right, here's what we'll do. Video game streaming is vamping up again.
Here,
What are your
I'll-
thoughts, Andrew?
Yeah, it sounds great. I love
no,
it.
we're not gonna waste time on that. Okay, so basically, Verizon is now dipping their toes in the digital streaming pool of video games, and they're starting to talk about getting access to properties and IPs to release a streaming system across FiOS, across mobile.
What is that? What I'm still so confused about this.
Basically, you could play Fortnite on your phone if you have Verizon. If you have Verizon
okay.
streaming, and they have, you know what I mean. The Epic Games is now going to have stuff for
But
PC.
isn't there already an app for it? But it's just different than that. It's like more games.
It would not be It would not be mobile phones buying apps. You would just pay them. It's uncharted territory.
Mhm.
I don't even know.
Yeah.
I don't even know the answers to these questions.
I don't
But
know.
basically, the point of this news article, mission, whatever. Bigger and bigger companies, more and more companies are starting to get into video game streaming. If Verizon is doing it,
Mhm.
it's what we've been saying all along.
Yeah.
It's going to be a thing.
Yeah.
Okay? And that's
So
gonna be weird.
I'm thinking like, does it mean like literally on your phone you're playing Halo?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But
that's crazy.
never, because Microsoft will
Right,
keep
sure,
that.
but
you know
I'm
what I
just
mean?
saying, like-
but yes,
okay.
yes. If Verizon pays enough money to somebody, they could get access to
What
it.
is the relationship between your mobile phone and a controller? Is there any like way to play mobile games with a controller?
Currently, no.
Okay.
To my knowledge, the only thing you can do is use your phone as a controller.
Right. Okay.
You
Yeah.
can download the Xbox app
Yeah.
and the game DVR, or what is it? What was it called? Xbox
DVR.
DVR.
Xbox.
Xbox VDR.
Xbox.
There's an Xbox app where you can share clips. It's
Yeah.
super fun. Go listen to our older podcast.
So I mean, I think it's like probably then a way of like the Switch is where you can like play on your console, but then you take it on your car. So it's like
right.
if you have already
yeah.
an Xbox or something, then you can play on your phone or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, there's potential. That'd be dope if they had like you could literally just plug in your controller to it. Because the only problem I don't want to play my phone is I don't want to click. Like I don't want to touch. But if I could plug in my controller and play Halo from my phone, I'd be so happy.
Our viewers in the YouTube chat, are you guys ready for on-demand gaming no matter where you are on any platform or device, or do you still ritualize your gaming, meaning you want the setup? You know what I mean?
that's
You
fair.
want the console play, you want the local play.
Yeah.
I feel like it would water down, because I remember playing Fortnite on my phone
Yeah.
and be like, this is a watered down experience.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And again, it's a rush. It's a bum rush to like be the first to make
Yeah.
that
No,
possible, but
definitely.
also not screw it up.
Yeah.
Um,
Pinto says they have some accessories that act as a controller, but they are iffy. Yeah, I mean that.
Exactly.
that
It's
makes
like
sense.
weird Japanese Bluetooth stuff that doesn't work.
Yeah, that's. So probably we'll wait and see about the streaming services, but I mean that's crazy.
Last week, the moral of the story is wait on VR. This week, moral of the story, wait on streaming services, or you know, stick to what you know. Like we
Yeah.
know Game Pass, and we feel good about it.
Yeah, for sure.
So, all right, Andrew. I'm trying to think of any of the other side quests if we can. throw in there.
Samsung Note is water cooled, so it's better for gaming. I don't know that.
Yeah, so it's like a water cooled PC, which that's wild. That's awesome. Okay, there's water inside that phone that cools the electronics. That's
Way above my pay grade.
That's very cool. If you're ever, stranded, dying of thirst, just crack that puppy open and get your shot of water. If I'm stranded in the desert and I have a Samsung, I'd be ready to end it anyway. Let's be honest.
But we hit all
okay.
of our side quests.
So we're getting to the final story mission, Andrew.
Let's do it, dude.
Shout out to it's Roro from Twitter. Warm Ice, he goes by. He has Thank You Games as well. The man of many names.
He's a man of many names.
Man of many talents, man of many names. Says, what do you think about the Bungie and Activision split? Okay?
Woo!
So, can I provide some context?
Provide a ton of content.
Okay. I'll do as much as I can. Bungie leaves Microsoft umpteen years ago, okay? And they leave 343 Industries with the Halo rights, and they go and develop Destiny, and Activision publishes it.
Mm-hmm.
They sign and put into practice a 10-year, 4-game deal
Mhm.
with Activision.
Yeah.
One game every 2 years.
Yeah.
With DLC supporting that game until the new release.
Mm-hmm.
What happened was they got effectively, and I don't know this for sure, but halfway through that contract, when I'm imagining there was a clause for they were able to get out of it, because I don't know how they can't just get up and leave, but they were able to.
Yeah.
Bungie has left. Activision owns the full rights to Destiny. Activision has nothing to do with it. Bungie will now publish, develop, create, do everything on their own,
Okay.
unless they are in talks with somebody else.
Yeah. for
And
sure.
that's what's amok, okay? That's
Yeah.
what's amok. on
Major
Reddit.
Nelson already tweeted like, excited to work with you on whatever your next
it's
thing
basically
is.
saying, call me. Yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah.
And so that's the thing, right, is Bungie jumps ship
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
And it's for good things, and I'm ultimately very happy about it. My beef with Destiny was the Activision-esque
Yes.
vibe.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
And that is where I think the community is at. That's where I'm at. Is everything that not everything. I think there are definitely things to say about like Destiny failed because it failed.
Yeah.
However, there's a lot of things that could say Destiny failed because Activision asked things DLC.
Yeah.
Not making the game perfect online. They are the ones saying, since they are the ones releasing it, they're saying, hey Caleb, hey Bungie, this game isn't ready, let's milk it. Well, Bungie says, I have this game, I have this thing, let's just package it and go. Now, I don't think all responsibilities on Activision. I think Bungie sort of messed up twice on Destiny, and I think they should take responsibility for that.
Yeah.
However, a lot of the things that have weighed it down are now gone because now they are on their own.
Yeah.
Which also puts the pressure on them to say, what are you going to flip and do?
Well, it puts the pressure on them, Andrew, because nobody has a grasp of whether to blame the developer or the publisher.
Yeah.
When stuff happens,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Most of the time, it's a developer-related problem.
Yeah.
It's game design, but anything as far as release timing, advertising pacing, monetization, like development timelines, it's hilarious that the publisher controls the developer. Man, that needs to be the other way around.
Yeah.
Oh,
for
it's
sure.
so annoying.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited that they're on their own, but do they stay on their own? People are saying they're talking to Sony, and Destiny will be an exclusive on Sony.
Bro,
But
that would be
even if-
crazy.
But even if they go to Sony, there might be a clause somewhere where Destiny has to remain third party. And then other people are saying Destiny will be, Sony owns all of it if Sony buys Bungie, which I don't think is going to happen. Destiny 3 can be played on whatever, but then Bungie starts allocating teams to make a different Sony IP, a brand new thing.
These are wild.
Some people, and then some people are saying Bungie's
Some
going
people.
back to Microsoft.
No, that's
And
why.
I'm just like, you're high as a kite. That's insane. But it is possible.
Yeah.
Okay, it is possible
Yeah.
because it's dollars. You know, they are. It's that LeBron James free agent ego kicking in. Where are they going to take their talents, right? And Bungie ain't all that. Okay, but they're, as far as their potential, they are all that.
Raider W says it's about time. I
Yeah.
agree. It's about flipping time. So, do you think that they focus on DLC for Destiny 2 and they just try to refine that game, or do you think they go Destiny 3?
So Destiny 1 launches. They have a couple meh DLCs and then an expansion. Right. Taken King was incredible.
Yeah.
Then there's a rumor that along with the 10-year Activision deal, they never release another disc.
Yeah.
It's the World of Warcraft type.
Yeah.
Here's the new expansion. Here's
Correct.
the new expansion. It's all digital. Bungie could do that.
Yeah.
But they'd be limited to everyone who has a Destiny 2
Yeah.
disc and whatever. You know.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And obviously they're gonna have to call some people and say, when's your next console coming out? Right? And that's how leaks are gonna happen.
Yeah.
If Bungie is owned by Activision, it doesn't matter when the next console is
Yeah.
coming out. Activision's head honchos are dealing with that. Bungie is no longer being told what to do. They now have some power to tell others what to do. What stage are they going to be on next? For demos. Like, it's all up in the air. It's so incredible to think about.
Right.
And we just don't know what's going to happen.
Right. And Roro says Destiny 3, we're going to see how Activision was holding them back. I agree, and I think that's what prevents them from doing Destiny 3. In a way that's like, because they know, and yes, they need to prove themselves, but I think they take a break. I think what they need to do is they need to say, it's sort of like a Fable-esque thing, or just like a way to like do a series for a while. I mean, with Borderlands, like they just take a break and do something else, and then go, because right now releasing Destiny 3 will be too much pressure. I think too much pressure on the company, too much pressure to say you have to perform. I mean, as you know, troubled as this game is, it still holds a lot of weight in people's hearts. So if they came up with Destiny 3 and only you're to blame, I just see them wanting to say, I don't know. Like, I think that they take a break.
And we're living in a world now where Call of Duty changes their release date because Red Dead is coming out.
Yeah.
Anthem is coming out. Don't release a Destiny. Let us have Anthem.
Yeah. Yeah.
Claim your own spot in the release cycle.
You're
I
right.
know it's harder and harder now. As far as I'm concerned, now it's literally June and July into August, and then you're getting into the EA Sports franchise releases.
Yeah.
But nobody releases midsummer because
Yeah.
kids are not on screens.
Right.
But the winter is now jam-packed. That never used to be the case. I talk
Yeah.
about it all the time, but Dying Light came out a couple years ago, and it was the only game within a 2-month period
Yeah. Right.
that released. And
Yeah.
everyone's just buying it. There's nothing else to buy.
Yeah.
So I think it's good,
Yeah.
but I'm nervous.
Pinto says we are sadly like 3 years out though, right? So I think what is going to happen is I think you're right. I think that you are. I think whatever Bungie does is going to take time. I think that if they were going to do anything within the next 6 months, it's they hype something up about Destiny 2. They're saying Bungie's now back in control. Here's what's to look forward to in Destiny 2. And I think that's their only way back into Destiny 2, or they leave that in the past. They say we've got enough community, and they take a break, and they wait, like you said, 3 years, and they do something in the meantime until they
And
I don't know.
I think what's going to happen is we never hear bupkis from Bungie. We never hear from them at all. Somebody silently picks them up and says, we now have Bungie, and then Bungie gets right back to work. That's what I think is going to happen, because people are money grabbers.
So you don't think there's any chance they stay by themselves?
I hope they do, but so there is a chance.
Yeah.
I know they're willing to,
Yeah.
but I think somebody's going to give them the right price. I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah.
I would want to.
I mean,
Because they're, there are some problems with Destiny, but it's huge.
Yeah,
and
no,
cool.
absolutely.
And
Yeah,
they're
absolutely.
and they did Halo. It's not like they don't know what they're doing.
Right.
I hope they stay. I hope Bungie becomes a publisher.
That's what I'm saying.
5 years from now,
Yeah.
let them be a publisher.
I think they have more momentum to gain if they stay by themselves.
For sure.
Minus the money
Oh,
aspect.
no, 100%.
I think they have the community behind them to say,
Yeah,
we
I
support
agree.
you for whatever you do next.
I agree, and I just hope, I hope that's the case. It's all up in the air.
Yeah.
Andrew, can I throw out a side quest real quick? I forgot to really put this in the news, and it's so funny how I feel like this game and its franchise doesn't get the attention it deserves.
That's it.
Gears of War 5 is definitely coming out this year.
Yes, Xbox Xbox took a chance. I don't know how they did it. I think there was a conference or something. They said, guys, don't worry, Gears of War 5 is coming out. I agree. And so the thing is also like, Gears of War still makes good games. Like Judgment and
Do you
stuff.
all play
like,
Gears in the chat? Let us know.
It's fun. Raider W says, cough cough, go back to Halo Bungie. I don't know about that. That's risky. I mean, I think Halo Infinite's coming out. We know nothing about that. It's
You can't right now. As 343
Right.
owns Halo,
Yeah.
it's too muddy. It's not that simple.
yeah. What were we just talking about?
That would be
Oh,
awesome.
Gears.
But-
Yeah. You guys play Gears? I think Gears 5 is gonna be dope because Marcus returns. Marcus
Yeah.
Phoenix is gonna be back, and it's gonna be dope to play Marcus Phoenix. And I love Gears, and I love that it's still coming out, and I love that it's an Xbox game. Yes, I love it.
Yeah.
Gears is pretty good. Yeah, I mean it's good. Seth says Gears is pretty good.
Yeah, no, that's good. I bought 4, didn't finish it, but it was an impulse buy. I was kind of like, oh, that's out.
We've all been there, man. Impulse buys
Yeah,
are
it's
crazy.
fun.
That could be a good segment. Of
Back when I was
worst
collecting-
impulse buys.
Collecting discs.
Off the top of my head, one of my worst impulse buys was probably like Watch Dogs or something.
Yeah, mine was a Division.
Oh yeah, Division. Yeah. Impulse buys, it's real. Have you had a bad impulse buy? Let us know in the chat.
I'm sure.
If
Oh my god.
someone says Red Dead Redemption, though, I'm gonna cry.
That's not.
No, I didn't say. No one said it yet, but
No.
if they do say it,
Nah.
do.
Cannot deal.
Yeah, I mean, what do you guys think? Do you think that Destiny 3 is coming around the corner? Do you think that Bungie does something on their own? I mean, what do you guys think?
And last week, we called our podcast title The Calm Before the Storm. I think the storm is starting to roll here. There's a lot of news stories out there. Some we didn't touch on.
Yeah.
Some are a little dicey.
Yeah.
All of them are humongous. So we're getting rolling on this year, and I love it. I want 12 months of game news, not what's the fall going to look like for 8 months. It's so annoying when we talk about that. It gets, you're beating the dead horse over and over.
Yeah.
Now it's like, what is January look like? What's Kingdom Hearts? February, March, Division 2, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Roro says Watch Dogs is mine also.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was a lot of people, so that was a bad deal.
Seth says, hopefully Destiny was pretty solid. They could have done a lot with it. I hope they expand it even more. Yeah, I mean, I think they have a lot of. It's like active player base. Like it's not dead. Like Destiny 2, people like
it's
they
fine.
They have a lot to gain from
player
just saying
base
like
is
let's
fine.
just make DLC.
Yeah.
Free, hopefully.
Yeah. Oh my
Who
gosh,
knows?
I can't even go into that right now.
Yeah. You said I can't even go into that right now.
Adrian Matthew, you've been working on a T-shirt.
I have, guys. I've been at it in the studio.
January giveaway over at patreon.com/media interactive, where you become a patron for $1 or $3 a month. We do tons of giveaways. There's tons of exclusive content, including Podcast Remastered, where we only release it and give it to our patrons. We talk about TV, music, movies, our faith, everything. With HBO and True Detective and Game of Thrones this year, oh my gosh, like we have so much to talk about.
Content out the wild.
So that's going to be sweet. But that is the big giveaway of the month. We get those t-shirts.
We're going to get them in a couple weeks.
So we get those t-shirts. So we will have those t-shirts on by the end of the month. And then one of you will be contacted if you are a patron, and we will get a shirt size and mailing address. We'll
get you a t-shirt.
We'll get you a shirt, bro.
I'm pretty proud of it. I can't wait for you
And
guys to see it.
I don't actually know what it looks like.
He does.
When I designed my shirt, I think I showed you the final design, and then we confirmed it. But this time, it's mysterious.
Mysterious t-shirts.
Mysterious.
It's literally just your face.
It's just me.
Yeah.
Or it's one of those like blown up, so where there's no, it's just my face. You know, like it's all me.
It's gonna be amazing.
You know,
Pinto says Battlefield 2 played it 3 times this year. Impulse buy. I don't remember Battlefield 2, but it sounds trash.
Was there a
Pinto
game
says you
called
should.
Battlefield 2?
Yeah. According to Pinto, and he bought it. Pinto says you should sell your shirts. Hey man, we give it away.
Pinto, it costs a lot of money to sell shirts. I know that sounds backwards, but it does. You gotta create a place to buy them and mail them and do all that.
We just give them away here. I mean, even after we just say you get a
okay,
car, you
here's
get a car.
the thing. They're custom. We make them. You could look at one of our shirts really closely, go into custom ink and make it yourself if you're that diehard of a fan. And I've thought about copy and pasting the link to the shirt on custom ink to people. Say, if you want it, go get it.
Yeah.
I just haven't done that yet. I like it to be a little bit more us in control. If you would like to design us a t-shirt and show it to us, if we like it, we will order it. And maybe, I would say definitely, get you one for free.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Definitely. That is not even
So we would get 4. If you design something cool and we like it, we will get 4 of them. 1 for you, 1 for him, 1 for me, 1 for a lucky winner.
Yeah.
And we also want to do more giveaways in the YouTube chat. Please subscribe to our YouTube if you have not already. Follow us on Twitter at MInteractiveXYZ. I did a $10 giveaway just for retweeting a tweet last week. It was tons of fun. Look out for more of that. Any closing words of wisdom?
Yeah, look forward to a t-shirt. Look forward to, we're going to be playing the Anthem beta.
February 1st through 3rd, open beta.
If you have Xbox,
everybody
play with us.
Honestly, yeah. Can you throw my gamer tag in there?
Yeah.
See, you know what it is?
Yeah.
Friend me on Xbox. We want to potentially record a Twitch something or other of Anthem beta gameplay, but mostly we just want to play it. And I want to get to the point where I'm playing with our community now that we have a base of listeners.
And we want to play with you.
Yeah.
And we want to hear your thoughts. And it's going to be, everyone can play it. We can just trash it.
Literally,
if we want
the
to
Super Bowl weekend. Just lean into the Super Bowl by playing Anthem.
And then Kingdom Hearts comes out at the end of this month. I'll be playing that. I'll be giving you guys my thoughts live about that. And then Anthem will be coming out, as we just mentioned. And then Crackdown will be coming out on Game Pass. There's just a lot of things to be looking forward to. The storm is here, man.
The storm is here.
The calm before the storm is over.
The storm
There's
coming.
no more calm.
Yeah.
So it's hype. The hype train is real.
So hype.
Guys, thanks for tuning in the chat. Thanks for chatting up. We love your comments. We love everything that you bring to the table.
Y'all are the best.
You make the show. It's up. And so thank you for listening. If you're listening to our audio after the case. And Caleb, thanks for being my co-host.
Dude, are you kidding me? It is.
Oh, and thanks, Sarah, for all your truffles.
Thanks, Sarah. Shout out to Sarah for the truffles. Much love.
Peace.
And keep